it's my property, but it's a good amount of land. There's a lot of space. There's a lot of little nooks and crannies on the property where kids can play, where adults can play ping pong. There's a saloon in the way back on the other side of the Coyote
Wait
Creek.
a second. We didn't talk about a saloon the last time
We
you
did
were
not?
here.
Oh, it's one of the highlights.
What?
It's so fun.
There's
So you cross a bridge, you cross Coyote Creek.
Okay.
And then you go to a little outdoor saloon where it has umbrellas, seating, but there's a little bar area in there, and there's darts, and you can sit and you can look at the birds flying overhead, and it's really cool. But it's a saloon. We call it the Sand Shack.
I love it. I love it. Okay, continue.
No, it's just wide open space. I actually had a couple events this weekend.
Oh.
I had 2 memorials.
Oh.
One on Saturday, one on Sunday.
Okay.
And it was so cool, Tori, because these people lost loved ones last year, right at the onset of, the pandemic, and everything was shut down. And they weren't able to celebrate the life of their loved ones. One was a young man in his 20s, mid-20s.
Oh.
And the other was a young lady that was in her early 40s. And the family really needed to put closure and to celebrate the life of these wonderful people. And Coyote Creek, the location, the venue, allowed them to do that celebration for their friends and family. So I honestly felt honored to be able to provide that space for them. And they created the space, the event, the celebration the way that they wanted to. Each event was very, very different, themed. But I loved being a part of it. It was so beautiful to watch. I can't even explain it. It was heartfelt.
And I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that's what you originally had in mind.
I did not.
You probably were thinking, some weddings and
parties.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But look at how beautiful that turned out.
Oh my goodness.
And
I was literally amazed by the amount of help that each family received. Amazed and happily surprised.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody worked together to just make all this canvas come to life.
Oh, fantastic.
It was so beautiful.
Well, the landscape, they have to see this online. What is it? CoyoteCreek.com?
Coyote Creek Locations with an S.com.
CoyoteCreekLocations.com.
It's rustic, country, deserty, all kind of combined together, but with a family-friendly feel. I don't even know how I can say that right. But
No, that's perfect.
That's kind of what it is. It's not too overdone. There's space for people to create.
Mm-hmm.
The focal point is a gazebo area in the back, and you can create tables around it in like a circle formation, or you can do a linear formation. It was incredible, Tori. I never thought that a memorial could be that beautiful.
And I think we're going to see a lot more of that now.
Yes.
Now that we have a venue like yours, so we can have these events, because we've been waiting for a year. And it's been so incredibly sad that we couldn't have the proper closure, like you said. It's closure. You need closure. You need to celebrate the person's life.
Right.
And it's been such a devastating time the past year.
Absolutely.
That your Coyote Creek is just, you just go,
They both did that, and I want your listeners to know that we did maintain social distancing as best we could. A lot of the attendees were wearing masks.
Mm-hmm.
We had hand sanitizer throughout, and people were very respectful of the space and each other. It was I can't tell you how honored I was to be a part of that whole, both days, both experiences. It was really wonderful.
Which is great to know too, because yes, just because we're outside, we still have to take
cognizant.
part. Yes, we have to be adults. We still have to look out for one another. And so it's nice to know that the protocols are still in place, even though we're outside, because we're outside, this is giving us a chance. We shouldn't blow it.
Nope.
We don't want to, let's not take any steps back.
Right. Exactly.
And now that we have an open air space, a beautiful space to have these events, let's not blow it. Let's not mess it up by 2 steps back, right? A couple of things I want to ask you about this gorgeous area that you're parking is always a problem in Los Angeles.
It actually was not at this. Now, I counted cars. Mm-hmm. So both families said to their families, let's have the family park on the property. And I can accommodate comfortably comfortably 20 to 25 cars,
Mm-hmm.
more if we wanted to squeeze them in. But the rest of the guests parked along the street, and it's easy access. I mean, in Agua Dulce, it's open. There's wide open space, but as long as no cars were blocking the roadways, which they were not,
Mm-hmm.
everybody parked on the sides, the curb area. Everybody was happy to walk in, and I mean, on Saturday there was over 150 people in attendance. So
And it all worked out.
it all worked out. It couldn't have been more perfect.
When so how about food setup? How about food setup? Tell me about what's involved in caterers maybe coming. How do you deal with that?
Well, that was something else that I had really honestly never seen before. So each party, each not party, but each celebration,
Mm-hmm.
on both days they both had taco trucks. Not taco trucks, but taco companies come. So they came self-contained. So one of the days I have a big front driveway. So we blocked off that area, and the taco company set up their grill with propane, had their tables, had their salsas, had their rice and beans, had their fajita meat, they had their chicken and beef, and everybody lined up in a very like civilized way and got their tacos. The event on Sunday, because it was a little bit more windy out here on Sunday, I put that same thing, same kind of taco setup, 2 big tables, the fajita meat, the carnitas, the beef, the chicken, that was set up in our back patio. And it was beautiful because the wind was kind of less on the back patio, and everyone lined up in a really orderly way, and everyone got their tacos, and
It
we
just
had trash cans nearby, and everyone like loved it. It was so easy and nice and completely self-contained.
well, you keep saying everyone loved it because, first of all, it's a beautiful area. It's just a
Thank you.
beautiful location, and so that's number one. So what's not to love? But we're just we need it. We need that.
Celebration. We need to be together.
We need to do that.
Yes.
And although we need to be safe, you are providing this beautiful area for us to do. So I think you're not gonna have a celebration that people are gonna be so happy to do this. I think it's gonna be all smiles for you.
Well,
I really believe
it was
that.
funny because, and the reason why I say people loved it, because so many people came. I was very present on the events. I was walking around to make sure everybody was happy and everything was being handled.
As a
But
great owner does.
Thank you. But a lot of people came up to me and said, "We love this. This is so beautiful, and it seems so natural and easy." And they just, I mean, dozens of people came up to me and said that. And it was just so, again, I felt so honored to be able to provide the location.
Where did you get this idea?
I have no clue.
Okay.
I have no clue. It just I've had a lot of events there privately,
Mm-hmm.
and every time people come to my house, they're like, "Oh my God, Missy, we love this. You should open this up, to others so they can enjoy it too." It feels like a park in a family setting. You know what I mean? It just is cozy but big. I don't know how
So
to explain it.
you should thank those friends because
I have right.
who
No,
said
it's
you
fun.
should do this.
I honestly had a lot of fun, Tori. I really did. I
If-
really enjoyed it.
So you're very hands-on.
Yes.
You walk everybody through what they need to walk through. You're very hands-on on the day of the event.
Well, I think they have a lot on their mind, and they want to know that someone's got their back. And so I'm just there saying, "What can I do? What can I help you with?" And they'll say, "I need an extension cord. I need another trash can over here," or whatever the case may be.
And you're there.
Yep.
Missy, you are absolutely fantastic. It's such a pleasure having you in. You lift up everyone's spirits when you walk in the door.
Thank
And
you
I
so
can't. I
much.
can only imagine you do that on your own property while you're doing these events at Coyote Creek. CoyoteCreekLocations.com. That's where you can see pictures. You can get in touch with Missy. Plan your event. Warmer weather is on the way.
Yes,
Not
it
today.
is.
Not today.
Not today, but it
Don't-
is. I think it is.
No plans for today, but as we move forward, spring is coming, more events outside. It looks like what a fantastic idea that your friends had, and I'm so glad that you took advantage of that
I
and
am too.
and
It
put it
feels
together.
good. It really feels good.
Congratulations.
Thank you
Is
so
there
much.
a great phone number that you'd like to give out, or just the website?
They can go to the website. We're getting a lot of inquiries, and but they can always call our 800 number, 800-470-3758. 800-470-3758. But you can always go to CoyoteCreekLocations.com.
CoyoteCreekLocations.com. Missy, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank
It's
you.
wonderful seeing you. Come back soon, okay?
Thank you for having me.
Dutton Plumbing, it's Eric.
Son, it's Mother.
Mom, where have you been? I left 3 voicemail messages. We're supposed to be working on the Dutton Plumbing recruitment campaign.
Who answers their phone anymore? I text like everybody else, son.
You text?
Yes, Ernesto, my exotic dance class.